Hello and welcome to Thought for the Day for Thursday the 10th of September. Since we returned to holding in-person church services at the beginning of August, one thing in particular has been conspicuous by its absence: singing. It's something I've missed a lot, more than I ever realised I would. I don't have the best singing voice, as anyone who has had the misfortune of sitting near me in church will soon be able to testify, but I love singing. Singing has been integral to the life of the people of God for generations. Open up your Bible and there, in the middle of it, is a collection of songs, 150 of them. But it's not just in the Psalms. God delivers his people from Egypt through the Red Sea. What's the first thing they do when they get to safety on the other side? They sing. King David brings the Ark of the Covenant into Jerusalem. What do they do on the way? They sing. Paul and Silas spend a night in a Philippian prison cell after preaching the gospel. What do they do to pass the time in prison? They sing. As the Swiss theologian Karl Barth once said, a church that doesn't sing doesn't know why it exists. And of such a church there can be little expectation. We sing in response to the reality of God, who he is and what he has done for us. We sing to glorify God because he is worthy to be praised. To worship without singing God's praises just doesn't quite feel right to me, frankly. And yet I was reminded of these words, these famous words of Psalm 19. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they reveal knowledge. They have no speech. They use no words. No sound is heard from them. Yet their voice goes out into all the earth. Their words to the ends of the world. The psalm reminds us that there is music all around us. All of creation exists to declare God's glory, to show forth the manifest beauty of who he is. Likewise, I was reminded of John's vision in the book of Revelation. The vision of countless multitudes of every nation, tribe and tongue gathered around the heavenly throne singing God's praises. Perhaps then the current season offers us an invitation to tune our ears and our hearts to the silent music of creation all around us and the continual sound of worship that goes on in heaven, irrespective of us. What's more, perhaps we remember that all God's creatures glorify God most chiefly in being what they are. The sun by its shining, a rabbit in its hopping, a fish in its swimming. And us. How do we glorify God? By being God's image bearers. Not just by singing, but by reflecting who he is in lives of Christ-like love. Our lives can sing, even if our lips in church at the moment cannot. So let's sing today with lives of love. Amen.